What's up, Exiles? It's Gemini, and GGG has just patched the beta with some Leech changes through the passive tree. I'm sure the Leech on gear and Leech through Blood Rage will change. I'm not sure, I haven't confirmed. This is just a first look. Looking at Shadow, we have Mind Drinker that has been changed to 0.4%. I'd imagine anywhere it says 2%, it actually is going to say 0.4. Blood Drinker is 0.4% physical attack damage. Leech does life. One of the biggest changes, we have Vaal Pact now in between Shadow and Ranger. This should be very, very interesting. Very accessible for casters, at least. And it used to be between Marauder and Duelist. Now it's completely changed. Going down, we have Spirit Void. This one says 0.4% physical attack damage. Leech does mana. Plus 4% of maximum mana per second to maximum mana leech rate. 2 mana gain on hit. And 30% increased mana leech rate. so that second line is a mouthful. They're really going out of the way. They're spicing things up with their terminology again. We have 0.2 here and 20% mana leech rate. Alright, moving along. Looks like they've added a wheel here. Vitality Void. 0.4% physical attack damage leech as life. Plus 4% of maximum life per second to maximum life leech rate. 30% increased life leech rate. So lots of life leech rate. Plus 2 life gain on hit. And then we have 0.2% with life leech rate. This one is a new one, Essence Sap, but wow, this is a 4-pointer. 0.4% physical attack damage leech as mana, plus 4% of maximum mana per second to maximum mana leech rate, 20% increased mana leech rate. I wonder how effective these are going to be. This one's coupled with mana gain on kill and increased mana leech rate. With 4% physical attack damage leech as mana as the leading node. Here's another one, Hematophagy. This one is 0.4% physical attack damage leech as life, 4% of maximum life per second to maximum life leech rate, 30% life leech rate. Okay, so this one comes with a different or an additional mod, which is 15% increased damage while leeching. This one is 4%, 0.4%, and this is life leech rate. I imagine they may end up going to the right just to save a point. And then this one has a starting node of 0.2 with 10% life leech rate. Pretty interesting stuff. The whole Vaal Pact moving is pretty mind-blowing. It doesn't look like I see any changes on the left-hand side of the tree or the northwestern part, but I could be wrong. This is just a first glance. Everything seems to look like seems to be the same in the northern parts. Maybe there are some numerical values that have been adjusted, but wow, I'm sure you guys are baffled at how this actually plays and how much you're actually going to need to make and sustain characters. All the leech rates have been reduced. I'm curious to know how much you can get on an amulet, because an amulet can get up to 4% mana leech and 6% life leech on live servers, and I'm sure that will change too. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. This is Hedgie, over and out.